Ahoy! Salut! My name's Trevor. I run a little thing here in Montreal called Plateau Astro. And it's all about trying to show you what we can see in the sky in a light-polluted city like Montreal. Last few weeks here in Montreal, we've been able to see the International Space Station fly over the night sky. And if you've never seen it before, it looks like a bright dot moving across the sky. It takes about 5 or 6 minutes to completely fly overhead. You can also take photos of it. You may have seen photos like this before, where if you make a long exposure photo, it looks like a long trail of light moving across the sky. Here's one from last week. Here's another one. Why not? Here's another one. I take a lot of these. They're kind of fun to plan the shot, and you get some interesting results out of it. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. Today, I'm going to talk about something different. You may have seen these types of shots before. I'm going to show you how you plan it. What is going to happen is the space station is going to fly overhead on Saturday, February 13th, and Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Get him what he really wants. This. What's going to happen is the space station is going to fly over during the daytime, but in front of the sun. In front of the sun. We're not going to be able to see it with the naked eye, but using a telescope and some special equipment. And if we plan our shot, we can get a photo of the sun with the little space station flying in front of it. I tried this once before. I tried it in September 2020. It was my first time and I actually got something out of it. It looked kind of like this. Just this little dot moving in front of the sun. Is it perfect? No. But I was happy I got it on my first time. This time, however, I've got a few days advance notice, and I want to show you how you can plan this out and maybe get it yourself if you have the right equipment. So I'm going to bring you out over here. I'm going to show you this cool website that lets me help and plan to get a shot just like this. Okay, so here's the website. It's called transit-finder.com. And so here you can, as it says on the tin can, see the International Space Station in front of the moon. We have a few fields here, and here we're going to put in our location. I'm going to go auto detect, allow, and it finds my exact location. Don't be creepy. And you can set the time span that you want it to check whether it's going to fly in front of the moon or fly near the sun. It'll show whether it's in front or near it as well. So it has these dates it's automatically put in, and then how far you're willing to travel to go and see this. It puts 80 as a default, so I'm going to keep it at that. I'm going to hit calculate, and what this does is it gives me a results list of all the different transits or near transits it's going to make, the space station is going to make in front of us. So I've got 2 here that are actually going to go in front, the ones that I was just mentioning before, and some other ones too. Solar close pass, another solar close pass. I guess that's about it. Other times you would see it going near the moon or in front of the moon. In this case, it's just showing me the solar transits. So here, we get all this information here. The date it's going to happen, the exact time that it's going to happen. So this one, it's going to happen Saturday, February 13th at 4:08 p.m. and 35 seconds. We also get some other information here. This is getting a little bit dorky here. How big the space station will look, the actual distance it'll be from us, but other things too. How high above the horizon it's going to be. This one's going to be about 10.4 degrees above the horizon. How long it's going to transit in front of. It's very short. Very short, all of this. This will take about less than 2 seconds, 1.9 seconds it will go in front of the sun. You can also, this is really important too, show on map. Show on map. This is probably the most important part. Click on this, and it gives us an image of where you have to be in order to be able to see this. So I can see Montreal here, and this red path right here, this red rectangle, you will be able to see the ISS transit in front of the sun if you are within this red boundary. And you can see I've put my date inside of there. Again, don't be creepy. But you can see if you're in this area at all, wherever it's red, it will work. If you tap anywhere, so I'm going to tap right in the center here, it's giving me what it will look like there. But if I tap to a different part, it'll show me how different it will be. So the closer I am to the center of it, we're going to have the best point of view. And you can see that it is sort of directly on the surface of the sun there. But if I go outwards, if I zoom out, if I go kind of on the fringes here, you're going to see it's a little bit different. Okay, it's just getting a little bit of it going in front of the sun. So the closer you can get to the center line, the better. So that's where I'm going to be, and luckily it's not too far away from where I plan on taking this shot. So to make this a little bit easier for everybody, because this information can be a little bit hard to find, I've put all of this information on the sightings part of my website. And this part I just show you different things you can see in Montreal. And so I put Saturday, February 13th, and Sunday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. I've put all the information for when the space station is going to fly in front, when it's going to transit in front of the sun. It's got all the technical details from this site just put into one convenient page. Now, in order to take this photo, we can't just use our smartphone. It'd be way too small. So we have to use a special piece of equipment. It is called a telescope. A telescope. Okay. Whoa. A telescope. And this is my telescope here. This is a pretty affordable telescope. This is about $350 Canadian. I really enjoy it. And with this, I can look at the moon. I can look at the planets, Jupiter and Saturn and others up there. And if I want to take some photos, what I do is I take my smartphone, an iPhone, an Android phone, and I clip it onto this thing here. And this is a little mount that I can clip my phone into. And then it's got some little arms right here that I can open and close like that. And I can put it onto the eyepiece right there. So it's nice and stable while I need to take photos. So after that, I would open the lens cap here. And then could I point this at the sun and then start to take photos of it? No, you wouldn't want to do that because the sun's light would come in here, and it's a very focused light, and that could cause some damage to the mirror and probably to my phone too. So we're not going to do that. We're going to add something to this. What we're going to add is this. We're going to add a solar filter. Okay, this is a homemade filter that I have used. You can buy specialty ones. Basically, what this is some solar film right here that is designed to look at the sun and filter out harmful rays. I'm using, an old cornflakes box here, so it can fit here, but it does work. So I will take this, and it looks like tinfoil. It's not. This is specialty filter, by the way. So I'm going to take this, put it on like that, and then I can point it directly at the sun, and the sun is going to look like this sort of white disc through the eyepiece and on the phone here. And then what I'm going to do on Saturday, February 13th, and on Sunday, February 14th, at the exact right time, just a few seconds before, I'm going to put my phone into high-speed video mode, point it at the sun, press record, and then step away. And I'll watch my phone, and at the exact time the space station's supposed to fly over, I'm going to take a look, and then I'll keep recording for a few more seconds, and then hopefully I'll press record to finish the recording, and then I'll review the footage, and hopefully we'll see the space station coming through. I'm hoping I can get a couple of seconds worth of video, maybe 1.5, 2 seconds worth of video, or at least a few good frames of the space station coming through. I did it for the first time myself back in September, and it worked pretty good, but I'm hoping I can get some better images for that. So that is how we're going to do this operation on Saturday and Sunday, if it's clear. So I hope you found this fun, interesting, maybe informative. If you do plan on taking a shot like this and didn't know how people actually plan their shots out, I'm going to do a follow-up video, part 2, to see if I actually get this shot. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Who knows what it'll look like? Maybe the beard will be gone. Who knows? Hopefully it goes okay. I will be back to let you know. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.